Yo, what up, YouTube? It's JT, and this is just some real talk shit, man. I mean, we have to just look at facts here, man. I mean, to me, this is just a mismatch, man. I mean, if we just, if we look at it like this, this fight, man, Mayweather and Pacquiao, okay? Let's take the names out, all right? Let's take the name Mayweather out, and let's take the name Pacquiao out. Now, we're gonna call Pacquiao Fighter B. Okay, let's say Fighter B gets knocked the fuck out, ice cold, sent to Antarctica, face first knockout. I mean, think about the last 5 years. When have we seen a knockout that destructive and devastating? It's not very many times. But that fighter gets knocked out in that fashion. Would you pick that fighter to win a fight against the best fighter in the world? Pound for pound, number one. Would you pick a fighter that just got knocked the fuck out 3 fights ago? Would you pick that fighter to be the best fighter in the world? Just take a second and think about the logic behind this. I don't understand you Pactards, man. I mean, you really think that this guy is going to beat fucking Floyd Mayweather? I mean, I can't see a way Pacquiao wins this fight, man. I can't see a way Pacquiao wins this fight, dude. I mean, y'all think that little movement and shit is gonna? I just don't see it working, man. I don't see him getting there and hitting Mayweather with clean shots like that, man. I don't see it, man. I really, honest to God, man. I mean, this is gonna be the smallest guy Mayweather has fought, in a long time. I mean, going back to Marquez days. I mean, I know Pacquiao has shorter arms and is shorter than Marquez, so I feel as if, man, Mayweather is really, really going to do a lot of damage to Pacquiao, man. I see Pacquiao getting beat up pretty bad here, man. I mean, and that's no bias, no hate. I mean, I see Pacquiao getting hurt pretty bad, man. If he doesn't get knocked out, he's going to lose damn near every round. I don't see this as a competitive fight, man. I mean, what are you guys seeing? What is Pacquiao going to do to frustrate Mayweather or confuse Mayweather? I don't know what you guys are banking on, man. I don't know what you guys are banking on, man. I'm just trying to logically look at this like, okay, all right, so Pacquiao's going to come in there with side-to-side movement, and I just don't see him hitting Mayweather, because if you watch Mayweather's fights, man, he always takes the best thing you do, he takes that away, man. So I just see Mayweather mounting an offense and still nullifying. I see Mayweather mounting offense on Pacquiao and nullifying Pacquiao's offense at the same time. He's going to continuously circle to his left. He's going to stay in range, and then when he comes in close, you Pactards think, that's, Pacquiao's going to win because he throws so many punches and so forth. So I just don't see, even when they get on the inside, I don't see Pacquiao with a better inside game. All I see is Pacquiao with a puncher's chance, man. That's all I see. All I see is a puncher's chance, and he hasn't been knocking anyone out, so it's not like he got a puncher's chance like Canelo. He's not a bigger puncher than Canelo. I don't see him having a better chance than Canelo, man. Honestly, I don't see it, man. I don't see it, man. I just don't see it, dude. I'm just trying to think like a fucking Pactard. What do you see in Manny Pacquiao that's gonna get him this win? I mean, speed and angles. I mean, that could be nullified, man. If you stand your ground with Pacquiao, and come forward if you come forward, stand your ground on Pacquiao, he gets confused, man. You know, I've been watching a lot of Manny fights, man. I watched Margarito. I watched Hatton. Hatton. I watched Marquez 3 and 4. You know, Algieri I watched, and I don't see him beating Mayweather, man. Unless he pulls out something out of the bag that, you know, we haven't seen the last 7 years. I don't see it, man. I mean, because even Antonio Margarito, man. Antonio Margarito did a lot of damage, man, and he hurt Manny pretty good, dude. When he was coming forward on Pacquiao was looking shook up and confused, man. You know? Margarito won a few rounds in that fight, man, and, when he was coming forward, Pacquiao was looking pretty confused, man. You know, coming forward, snapping his head back with uppercuts and left hooks, and, you know, and that's a slow-ass slug like Margarito, basically a dead body. You know, I mean, Pacquiao beat his ass. I'm not saying he didn't, man, but when Margarito was coming forward and letting his hands go, you know, he didn't look right, man. And same with the Cotto fight. You know, I haven't watched that one in a while, but I remember the last time I watched it before this fight was even made. Cotto was doing some work early, man. Cotto was doing very well in that fight until he got knocked down. Once he got knocked down, Cotto, everything went out the window. But if you watch that fight with Cotto before he got the first knockdown with the right hook, I believe it was, everything went out the window. Cotto was winning rounds. He was using his jab, and he was doing really well until that first knockdown. And, you know, so I don't know, man. The slickness, the athleticism, and the just boxing knowledge and just technical skills of Mayweather, I just don't see him winning, man. Because even if you go back, and, you know, you fucking Pactards, you piece of shit motherfuckers, man. You know, you talk all that shit about Timothy Bradley, man. All that shit. But if you watch that first fight, man, fucking Bradley won that fight, man. Bradley won. I mean, Pacquiao just didn't do enough work, okay? So let's go to the second fight, you know, which was basically a fucking joke fight to me. I mean, it wasn't a joke as far as like a cherry pick or anything, but it was a joke fight in the sense that Timothy Bradley was put in a situation where, you know, all the cards are stacked against him. No matter what, Manny Pacquiao was going to win that fight unless Bradley went for the knockout, which he did. I remember when it first happened, everybody was like, what did Bradley do? What is he thinking? But Bradley and Coach Diaz, they made the right decision, man, because that whole fight was set up for Pacquiao to get his revenge and get his belt back. And if you really watch the fucking fight, really watch the fight without these Pactard biased glasses on that the fucking media, I mean, most of the media are Pactards and a lot of fake-ass boxing fans are Pactards. If you really watch that fight unbiased, that fight was a 1 or 2 round win for Pacquiao with Bradley in the second fight. He did not dominate Bradley. And Bradley got hurt in that fight again, and it still was a 1 or 2. It still was a close fight. If Bradley was more technical sound and had a little bit better jab and a little bit more snap on his punches, he would have won that fight easy, man, because it would have been very, very much more telling blows land on Pacquiao. So I just don't see that whole leaping in and throwing, you know, fucking Street Fighter punches. I just don't see that working on Mayweather, man. I mean, to me, it's so many ways Mayweather can win this fight, man. It's so many ways. If Mayweather wants to just stay on the outside and stay away from him and box him and tie him up on the inside, he can win easily. That'll be a boring-ass, easy win for Mayweather. If you want to fight like that, would be the same type of fight like it did with Maidana in the second fight. No one has a chance against Mayweather if he fights that way, man. If he stays on the outside and tie you up on the inside, there's nothing you can do, man. You're going to lose a decision. But the fact that Pacquiao does such movements, wild movements, unorthodox movements, and the fact that Pacquiao is so small, he's not going to have to do that, man. He's going to be landing punches on Pacquiao, and he's going to see the effects, man. We're going to see Pacquiao busted up pretty good in this fight, man. You guys are making a huge, huge mistake thinking that, Mayweather can't punch. But, see, when Mayweather's fighting bigger guys, these punches don't have the same effect, man. When he's fighting a guy 15 pounds bigger than you, they're leaving with, And then, if any of you got any experience in the ring, man, let's say if you spar a guy and he's bigger than you, you're using headgear and bigger gloves. If you're sparring a guy that's bigger than you, you're punching in a defensive way. You're not really sitting on your shots because this guy is bigger than you and he can fucking hurt you. So Mayweather is punching defensively. He's not really sitting down because he knows that this guy is a much bigger guy and the punches are he's stronger. So when he's fighting a guy like Maidana, he's fighting in a defensive. He's punching in a defensive way. Same with Canelo. Guerrero. I don't know. I think it was a little bit more telling shots. But when Mayweather's gonna hit Pacquiao, it's going to be a much, much more devastating effect. Especially now that they're saying he's punching harder. I literally see no way Pacquiao wins this fight, man. You Pactards make it seem like, Mayweather's going to run and this if he wants to see a fight. You're going to see a fight, man. I guarantee you. I'm telling you, man. I see Mayweather really brutalize. If he doesn't knock him out, man, he's going to win a wide, devastating decision, man. Because these punches are going to have the right hands. It's not going to be like the right hands landed on Canelo and shit, man. It's going to be head snap back and scarring and cuts. I see Mayweather really battering this guy, man. I see a knockdown. It's something. This fight, people are saying this might be a boring fight, but I actually think this fight, the fact that Mayweather's punches is going to have a higher effect, this fight is going to be a lot better than people think, man. A lot of people are sleeping like, it's just, it won't live up to hype. I see this being a firefight for a while, man. This is going to be a firefight, man. They're going to be trading leather in there, man, and, Mayweather's so slick and elusive, man. He's just TBE, man. TBE, man. You're going to see it, man. You're going to see the best of him, dude. And this is what you guys wanted. This is a guy you build up. It's crazy, man. It's crazy, dude. You see a guy get knocked out face first like Pacquiao did, and you guys still think he can beat the best. He is the guy, He is the guy to come save fucking the boxing. This is like a fucking like a comic book or something, man. I don't think you Pactards are boxing fans, man. It's just like a joke. Like, it doesn't even make sense, man. It does not make sense, dude. The whole story is just some bullshit, man. Pacquiao was never on Mayweather's level, and he's going to get exposed, man. He's going to get hurt extremely bad in this fight, man. It's just, this is all about, man, let me tell you, this is all about hating Mayweather, man. That's it, dude. This is the last straw. This is the last guy in line, man. This is the The guy that you guys built up on hope and dreams and wishes, you know, but is not looking at the facts. Technically, we know Mayweather is a better fighter. He has amateur pedigree. He was a bronze medalist, multiple-time world champion, proven. And then you got this guy who comes out of nowhere, and you know he's like the savior. You know, he tries to play the good guy role, and you know, and this is not a competitive fight, man. If you look at this objectively, it's not competitive, man. Just not, dude. I mean, I know you Pactards don't want to hear it, but it's the truth, man. It's not fucking competitive, dude. I mean, Mayweather is gonna destroy Pacquiao, dude. You know, I mean, it's no way Pacquiao's gonna win, man. No way. So, you know, this is about America's hate and jealousy of Mayweather, that they brought this guy up. Oh, and prejudice and racism. They brought this guy up, build him all the way up, just to hope and wish that he could beat Mayweather. But, you know, the joke's on you May 2nd, man. So, it's your boy JT. Fuck you, Pactards. I'm out.